Hi, this is Paul Costa, and you're listening to Sgt Ron's 24-hour radiothon on Today's Country 94.1, raising money for the 2012 Variety Bash. Listen in on how to donate and help us help the kids.
Well, I was raised in the Mallet, driving tractors, riding bikes. There's nothing for a boy like me to be on day and night. The smell of two-stroke diesel and dust mixed with country air. They're days that I remember well, growing up out there. 'Cause when you're 17 and bulletproof, life's a gravel road. Just sliding around the corners, losing traction as I go. It's more than wheels and steel, it's a way of life. Tractors and bikes. Well, sun up on the farm means work has started for the day. But the wrong side of the boundary fence was our place to play. Like jumping across that levee bank to see if I could fly. And dragging cars out of the mud, horsepower on my side. 'Cause when you're 17 and bulletproof, life's a gravel road. Just sliding round the corners, losing traction as I go. It's more than wheels and steel, it's a way of life. Tractors and bikes. Country air. There are days that I remember well, growing up out there. 'Cause when you're 17 and bulletproof, life's a gravel road. Just sliding round the corners, losing traction as I go. It's more than wheels and steel, it's a way of life. You're 17 and bulletproof, life's a gravel road. Just sliding round the corners, losing traction as I go. It's more than wheels and steel, it's a way of life. Tractors and bikes. Tractors and bikes. Tractors and bikes.
Welcome back to Sgt Ron on Today's Country 94.1, Sgt Ron's Ronathon, raising money for Variety. Now, we've had Buddy Good, we've had Bob Corbett. I know it's been a bit of a talk fest. I do apologise that we will get back into the music, but I want to talk to this man very, very quickly. The man himself from that seat, that song, Tractors and Bikes. Paul Costa, how are you, mate?
I'm going great, thanks, Sgt Ron. How are you?
I'm doing all right for hour 7. I'm all right.
Oh, mate, you holding up?
I'm doing well.
Feeling strong?
Hi,
Yeah,
Paul.
feeling strong, and Kylz is here as well.
Good, thank you. You're still getting down and dirty with those tractors and bikes.
Oh, yeah, it has to be done.
I love your work.
Good. Mate, just before we get started, mate, I want to say thank you to Irene, Ross and Lisa, who got their Bob Corbett CDs, and thank you very much for those donations. It was absolutely brilliant, signed CDs. So thank you. Now, the brand new album, Wheels and Steel.
Yeah, mate.
I haven't heard a
was
bad
out
thing
last
about it.
Friday, and I'm super wrapped. It's come out of the gates fairly strong. If it was a horse race, it'd be doing all right.
It's the black caviar of CDs,
wrapped,
mate.
Yeah.
It's the black caviar of CDs.
That's right, you wouldn't bet
I like
against
the
it,
way
would
you
you?
No, it's doing well. And I was speaking to you about this last week off air, saying that the songs are fantastic, but I've lived in Mildura, and I know a fair bit about Robinvale as well, and having lived there, and it's only for 3.5 years, but I can get a feel for the songs, if that makes sense. And I can imagine, obviously, you've lived there and you put a fair bit of local, I don't know what the word is, your local experiences and your local vibe into it, I suppose.
Yeah, well, I tried to draw from looking back in your childhood. Tractors and Bikes are a perfect example of my later teenage years and what we used to get up to, and it was a bit of hard work, but also a lot of fun. So,
what's the next single? Women and Beer?
That might have been done, but we could do a variation.
Yeah. Fair enough. Stoney's Green Ginger and Girls or something. No.
We'll work on that, mate. We will.
Okay, we will. Yeah, so you put a lot of your own thoughts and your own sort of expressions and emotions into the songs. You can certainly tell that.
Yeah, definitely. You got, of course, Meant to Be is another track that is really about myself and, the relationship with my beautiful wife, Susie. And when I wrote that song, Dylan was on the way. And all of that sort of came about with it without too much planning. It seemed to happen by itself, so hence Meant to Be, you know.
What, Dylan on the way happened by itself?
Well, not by itself, so we didn't plan it.
I thought we were going to get an education.
Yeah, I
then.
thought, hello, a minute, you found something that we...
Tell us how you've done that, Paul.
That's good work right there.
Yeah, and I reckon women would love it. It happened by itself. Cut out the middleman, so to speak.
Oh, no.
It's, now...
He is a clever man, isn't he?
You're lowering the standard, Paul.
Oh, no. Hey, you guys are taking it to another level.
You're following Buddy Good. It's all up from here.
Ron, we can do that very well on our own, you know.
Yes, we can. We
Drop
can.
the standard.
Now, you did help us out with a variety fundraiser a couple of months ago at Lizottes with Mr. Harvey and the Toombs brothers. And,
well,
Luke
what
Austin.
a great night that was.
It was, wasn't it?
I had a ball, and the guys sang great, and the crowd was just fantastic. So it was a really good night. I hope you guys raised plenty of money for that.
Oh, we did really well. It was an absolutely fantastic night, and doing well today too. So it's absolutely fantastic. Now, when are you back on the coast?
Very shortly. I plan to be back up next week, actually. So look out.
Okay.
we might even do a round of golf or something silly like that.
That would be absolutely fantastic. That'd be great.
Boys and their toys. Hey, Paul, where will you be officially releasing the CD?
I've got a hometown album launch penciled in for October. So I'm actually just talking to the venue, the Euston Club. It's just our hometown venue here. So I want to do a really big bash there, and also thinking about going back to Lizottes and doing a Central Coast album launch as well. But we're still in the planning, so we can't say too much about that, but that's the plan.
Okay. Oh, beautiful. So, yeah, Lizottes is a fantastic venue.
Oh, it's a great venue, great food, and great supporters of live music. I mean, it just doesn't get any better.
No, it certainly doesn't. Do you miss the coast when you're not on it?
Yeah, I do. I just miss being amongst everything that's happening there. It's an exciting place for country music. You know, you got the studios, the producers, the artists, the 94.1 there, today's country, 94.1. So
you can come back, Paul.
It's just
Isn't he a smoothie?
Like I kind of get back there, it's like, oh, that's where I belong, you know.
Very good. And all you got to do is get over the Hay Plains, mate. That's
the biggest challenge.
It's an easy drive, isn't it?
That's that big, long, straight road of nothing for
it's terrible, isn't it? Here comes a corner eventually.
That's right.
But, mate, I want to play one of your songs off your new album, Buying Back the Farm. Tell me about that one.
Buying Back the Farm is actually a gift. It's it's the only original song on the album that I didn't have a hand in writing. But Drew McAllister and Alan Kylz wrote this one, and Drew sent me an MP3 over the email, and he said, "What do you think of this song?" And honestly, coming from a farming background and the whole story behind it, you know, the young guys away at school and finds out that the family's losing the farm, the banks are selling it up. And he comes back with a plan after he finishes his school and ends up buying the farm back and
fantastic.
Having a beer with his dad, and you know the rains are coming, so it's all a happy ending. You know, they end up getting the farm back, and they didn't even have to play the CD backwards or the record backwards. So
did their dog live?
But just a great song, great story, and. As soon as I heard it, I thought, this one's a keeper for sure.
Oh, here it is. All right, this is Paul Costa off his new CD, Wheels and Steel, Buying Back the Farm, and we'll be back to have a bit more of a chat to Paul after this. You're with Sgt Ron on the 24-hour Ronathon on Today's Country 94.1.
Came through that his family had lost a farm. Ain't no sympathy in his hour of need when the bank knows the money's gone. He struggled through his final year and he was working on a plan on how to make those bastards pay and get back on the land. He had a real good feel on how to make a deal, playing long shots on the side. Just a country boy with a will to win and a flair for the bottom line. There's a new star rising in that city sky tonight. They all want his opinion, cause they know he's mostly right. That boy's got heart and nerves of steel and a simple country charm. He's not trying to change the world, he's just buying back the farm. 3 years went by and at 25 he was doing fine. He started buying land back home, 100 acres at a time. The drought had driven prices down and it was going for a steal. And the banks were losing thousands every time he'd make a deal. He had a real good feel on how to make a deal, playing long shots on the side. Just a country boy with a will to win and a flair for the bottom line. There's a new star rising in that city sky tonight. They all want his opinion, cause they know he's mostly right. That boy's got heart and nerves of steel and a simple country charm. He's not trying to change the world, he's just buying back the farm. Now he is sitting on the front porch with his old man by his side, sipping on a cold beer, seeing lightning in the sky. It took a while to get here, the blood, the tears, the pain, but now they're looking at a future through the first few drops of rain. There's a new star rising in that southern sky tonight. And if you want my opinion, well, the banks ain't always right. Sometimes it takes a little faith and the strength in your right arm. He wasn't trying to change the world, he's just buying back the farm. Yeah, things have changed a lot round here since he bought back the farm.
Paul Costa buying back the farm off his CD Wheels and Steel. A fantastic album if ever I've heard one. Pretty good, Paul?
Oh, thanks, mate. I'm loving the feedback, mate, and you know, thanks to all the people that come, gone out and bought the CD, and also you know, posted the copy on Facebook. So you got there's ads for Sanity and JB Hi-Fi and everything on there. So it's all good.
No, it's really good. Now it must be going well because you're off to Europe.
Off to Europe, yeah.
What's
The
going on
Country
there?
Music Riverboat Cruise. This one's organised by Travel World Tamworth.
Yep.
And I'm going with Graham Connors and Darren Coggan. Very excited about this trip. It's 5-star all the way from Amsterdam to Budapest, and you know, all inclusive. They go through and you have the local wines as you go through Europe.
Yep.
Mate, this one's going to be hard to take, I think.
Did Paul, sorry, did you say the people that are going with you was also Sgt Ron and Kylz?
I
I didn't hear you say that, but I'm pretty sure that's the go, isn't it?
Renetta, and they might be, you know, I think they need you guys on this trip.
You know,
We can sing too. We do great backup
I just heard
vocals.
that. That's fantastic.
I've heard about Europe, Paul. You're going to need some security. I've seen the Hostel movies. You're going to need some security.
Hostel, that's
Hey,
right.
look,
Okay.
That was in
I reckon
Slovakia.
you're in, mate. I reckon there's a definite opening there.
No, definitely open for security. And Sociable wants some photographer's gig too, but no, I've got my box brownie. I'm coming with you.
Well, that's the paparazzi.
I can do two jobs. I'm bugger the paparazzi. What about the bloke who plays your song, mate?
That's the one.
Right.
And I'll find something to do.
Yes, and Kyle, you'll find there's cleaning to do or something.
Well, I know Susie's booked in to do a lot of shopping, so this could be inexpensive.
That's fine. That's
Now,
fine.
I was mentioned to Elise this morning, Elise Simmons this morning. She's doing a gig at Lizottes for autism, the charity, or to combat the condition of autism. Now, we all have our own charities that we like to give to and get involved with and things like that. Now, you're the ambassador for Mission Australia.
Yeah, I was asked to be an ambassador last year, and I'm very proud that they did ask me. And after seeing all the great work that they do, and with the homeless and needy children, we decided to put pen to paper with Rob McCormack and write the song "Shine." I guess the really good thing about that is that Mission Australia love the song, and have decided to use it on their presentations and radio ads and also TV ads. So I'm just wrapped, and it's a great outcome for everyone.
Fantastic. Now, Paul, you're going to help Variety a bit by giving us something to give away to someone who donates something to Variety this afternoon.
Yeah, I'm going to give a Wheels and Steel merch pack to the cause. So do with that what you will. Hope it raises a little bit of money for you guys.
No worries. So what's in that?
The merch pack includes obviously a Wheels and Steel CD, a trucker's cap, a stubby holder, and a signed poster to whoever wins it. So good luck with that, and yeah.
Oh, beautiful. I reckon if someone's going to ring me now, 4322 9426, and tell me if they give, that's valued at about $90. I think all up with the cap and the CD and the stubby holder and the poster. $30 to Variety. You can have that from Paul Costa. He will sign it. Not just Paul Costa. He will sign it to whoever. And if whoever doesn't buy it,
Kylz.
it can be to anyone. Whoever gives me the $30 for Variety will get the autographed poster to themselves. The CD, Wheels and Steel, the cap, the stubby holder, and the signed poster. So, Paul, thank you very much for that. $30 to Variety, and that is all yours. That is a fantastic CD, and you've got one duet on it, Chained to the Wheel with Amber.
Yes, we were touring last year with Amber, and we stopped at a hotel to get some lunch with the band, and on the in-house system came the old classic Joe Camilleri, Black Sorrows, Chained to the Wheel. And I remember saying out loud, "Oh, I love this song. I haven't heard it for a while." And the next breath was, "Wouldn't it make a great duet?" So everybody, all the band were nodding with their mouths full. And Amber said, "Yeah, I think that's a great idea." So that's how it came about.
Beautiful. Here it is. Well, all right, Paul. Look, thank you so much for your contributions today and your time.
And don't forget the 2 tickets for Kylie and Ron, because he also donated that as well.
Yeah.
So he's given a lot to charity.
Paul, you're worth
the
your
You
weight.
and Me charity.
You're worth your weight in gold.
You guys are legends. keep it up, guys. Hope it's just the program. It's a credit to you guys, and it's sounding great. I've tuned in the last couple of hours, so good luck with it, and keep the coffees going, mate.
And
Thanks,
stay with us, Paul.
Will do.
Yeah, so Paul, thank you very much. And this is Chained to the Wheel, a duet with Amber Lawrence, who you'll see tonight at the final of the Brand New Star, coincidentally. So thanks, Paul. Speak to you soon.
See you guys.
Bye, Paul.
Bye, Kylz.